Right fellas, welcome back to a brand new video. I've come up Scotland to see Stephen and this is a genuine Series 1, am I right mate?
Genuine Series 1.
But it's 4-wheel drive Cosworth YB engine.
Yes.
What power's it going to make?
Last time it was on the rollers 383.
Right, so a good chunk of power.
Yeah, goodish, aye.
And you were just saying you've owned this about 20 years?
All in all, 29 years now.
29 years?
I bought it when I was 17.
And how long was it a standard Series 1 for?
Not long.
Not long.
Well, technically I bought it when I was 17 with 29,525 mile on a clock.
Right.
For $4,000.
Right.
1996, something like that, whatever it is.
What, these Series 1s are about 20, 30 grand and that now, aren't they, some of them?
Aye. And straight away, usual thing, I'll take the head off it, I'll get this done, I'll chip it and rest it and did a little bit more power to it. And then in that process, get a little bit of trouble with cops and stuff like that. Mum and dad saying, you need to get rid of that. Okay, humming and hawing, Horties all the time and stuff like that. So yeah, kept it for a wee while, sold it, always regretted it. And a few years, well, I mean a decade later, found it again. Been a little bit sneaky, kind of legal. I used to be able to go through the post office and find out the details of owners.
Right.
£2.50 it was.
Right.
Filled in a form and says, I'd like to find my old car. Here's my driving licence number. This is where I used to live. You can check the history. Just wondering if it's on the road, if I could buy it back, stuff like that. Sent it back and said, that's not a good enough reason. No. Oh. Filled it in again and said, this car's on my property. Can you find the owner so I can tell to get rid of it? And they sent back, said, have you got proof? Found an old picture of it. Sent it back, sent me the details.
Really? So you contacted the owner at the time and bought the car back?
Well, I found it's Callum Brown.
Right.
Still pals with him. Turns out we had walked past the car at his grand's house, which was getting restored or getting ready for restoration about 3 months prior to that. And we didn't know. So I went and saw him when I came back. He wasn't there, his dad told us to arrest it and had a wee talk and proved that it was my car by the driver's seat. The driver's seat was in his dad's house. And I says, I can tell you if that's my car just by the driver's seat because I bodged a string repair underneath it because they always fall out. And a cigarette burn when I used to smoke when I was young and stupid. And it's still there, it's right there.
Oh, so it's still the original seat there now?
Aye, this is the original. So this has still only got 58,870 something miles on the clock. So technically, from what's left of the car, it's still got an original 58,000 miles.
Wow.
So when I started getting ready to cut it up, there was a lot of annoyed people. Like, you can't do that.
Was it rusty underneath? Is that why you done it? Was it a bit rotten?
The bottom was rotten and Callum didn't have the engine anymore. So it wasn't matching numbers.
So you just kind of bought a shell?
So the engine that I built at the time was quite nippy. So whoever bought it went through a couple of hands, they took it out, and as far as I know, it went into a track car somewhere. I can remember the guy's name, but it wasn't there. So I was like, well, might as well do something fruity with it. So it took a while. Callum kept my number, and about a year later, he called me up and says, you want to buy the car? And I was like, oh crap. Because I was meant to buy her a car the next day. She's just passed her test. And I said to her, I don't think you're getting your car tomorrow. Like, you're
getting one instead.
Went and saw Callum, hadn't done anything to the car, just didn't have time and all the rest of it. He'd already done a Mark II and it was beautiful. And he says he just didn't have time. And I went and bought it back off him. He gave me a very good price. And I got it back as a shell, interior was out of it, all the rest of it. And left it for a wee while and started getting ready to modify it.
So, with it being Cosworth floor, did you put a Cosworth floor in it? Is that what you've done?
Cosworth floor, aye.
So has it got Cosworth in the wings, stuff like that?
Aye, well, I bought a car off of...
Would you buy a Sapphire?
I bought a Sapphire, aye. It was one of Gibby's old cars, actually. Running decent power, all the rest of it. And the back end was starting to get a little bit rotten on it. Bought it just to cut up. So when we originally did it, it was actually a guy called Billy Hutton that started it for me. He was a friend from years and years ago. And he cut up the Cosy, cut the roof off of it, cut the sides off it, left enough to trim, but he left the inner wings, chassis legs, bulkhead and full floor pan all together in one go. He braced the shell of this and did the opposite and cut the bottom of it off and placed it underneath and sort of mirrored it and sort of just trimmed a little bit and gradually measured everything and put it all back together. But he braced the shell so it didn't pinch.
Didn't move.
And then what he did at the time as well, he actually braced the sills to make sure it's definitely a little bit stronger. I don't think he needed to do it, but he did it anyway because he'd done one previously, as far as I know, and he started this one. But he sort of ran out of time and the rest. He was very busy, and every time I came back from offshore, there was nothing done. I was like, come on,
get on with it.
Let's get going. I'm itching to get this. And eventually I says, look, this isn't working. I'd like to get it away and get somebody to go in. And he was happy with that. And he helped me out and did another couple of cars for me instead. And we took it to Wee John, and Wee John did it. So Wee John finished off what Billy started, put a different Cosy rear end in it, because that one was rotten. So it's got proper full Sierra floor pan basically, but it's been effectively shortened by about 6 or 8 inches, I think it is.
For the wheelbase?
Yes. Properly seam welded and all the rest of it in the middle and up the sides and that.
Is that the fuel tank underneath you can see hanging
That's
down?
new, aye. That's a full pro alloy, baffled, foam filled, lift pump, the whole lot in it.
Really?
Aye.
There's a fuel gauge working that in there?
Yeah.
Yeah. Mate, it's beautifully finished, really is. How long's it been?
Well, Gibby painted it. As soon as John finished it, Gibby painted it. I got it done in frozen white, because when I had the car when I was 17, it was diamond white, and I always thought it looked dirty, even though you cleaned it.
That creamy colour, isn't it?
So I was like, stuff it, we'll do it frozen. I'm regretting it now.
Oh yeah?
Aye, I wish I'd done it diamond now. Because I wanted to buy, what I wanted to do was have this and eventually get another series one and have them sit beside each other.
Right.
But it wouldn't look right now, would it? So Gibby painted it 15 years ago.
Really?
Aye, something like that. I think when we put it on the road. Aye. Did a fantastic job of it, as you know. Gibby's one of the best out there.
Just some nice cars.
I built basically everything, or put everything together. I'm not a mechanic or anything like that, but I had a lot of help from people, and I modified all the interior, because I think this is one of the only ones that's got a proper, there's not many of these that are done that have got a proper rear seat in it. Because it doesn't marry up properly for the rear arches for the Sierra.
All right.
So it sits a little bit forward, which people don't realise. So I got everything to fit properly and had a rear parcel shelf modified to fill the gap.
Mate, it's beautiful inside, it really is. I noticed you've got the Sierra centre console there.
Sierra centre console, yeah. The problem as well is it doesn't fit, technically, the front piece.
All right.
Because the Sierra carpet, the Sierra dashboard comes further out than that.
At the bottom here?
Yeah, well, the Sierra one actually fits about here.
Oh, right, yeah, it does, aye.
And the carpet shows there, or lack of carpet rather. And I got Craig, the trimmer, he modified that and extended it a little bit. But over the years, I figured out you get a P100 carpet, which doesn't have a full dashboard, so the carpet goes all the way up to the pingy. So I've got one of them actually to put in it, to make it a little bit different and put a proper standard console in it. But that's the original seats.
I love the seats.
Technically original interior apart from console and dashboard. Original dashboard.
Really nice, mate. I love these seats.
They do. I've always loved these.
Old Fords have got beautiful seats, like the Sapphires, the Escorts, the cloth. I love all
they're always very bad for the thingy popping at the bottom, but there's you get new ones of them. They're 20 quid nowadays.
I've done them on a few cars now. The foam. Can we put the bonnet in and have a look?
Yeah, of course.
So is this a 4-wheel drive engine?
4-wheel drive, yeah. Did have the straight cut box in it years ago.
Mate, it's so well done. You even got a standard Cosworth airbox on there.
Yeah. Well, it didn't look like this up until a few years ago. It was more, it had a Swedish plenum on it, blue cam cover and cone filter and stuff like that. And a couple of years ago, after Jamie forced me to get my backside in gear and change the gearbox, or put the gearbox back in after we changed it, I decided to make it more standard looking. And I'm glad I did.
It looks nice, mate. It does look really nice.
So it still is a little bit different in there, but it's kind of going the standard look, which is quite a lot of people are doing now.
And you've put the louvres in the bonnet as well?
Had to.
Was it temperature wise?
They're very bad for being quite warm or hot even. So Shifty is one of the guys that originally did one of these years and years ago, and Wenny obviously as well. I'm good pals with Wenny. And they've obviously changed the front of the grills and valance on the bottom to get more airflow in. And I always put this off because I didn't want to put it in, because I like the fact when people look at it, they go, oh, it's a Series 1. When you see that, you're like, something's going on in there. Put it off, but it's always hot. And last year I bit the bullet and sent that down to Cool Louvers, and they did that for me. I got another bonnet just in case I didn't like it. Put that on, and it was instant change.
Really?
Instant changed.
So have you had the bonnet painted since those went in?
Gibby
obviously?
did that, aye. Sent it straight up to Gibby and he painted it.
Mint, mate. So you're on RS7 Sport wheels.
Yep.
What's brakes are you running? Sapphire Cosworth ones?
Yes, well, not standard, but standard size. They're aftermarket, I think, Black Diamond discs or something like that.
Right.
I got the calipers done by, who's that?
Big Red or something?
Big Red, that's who it was. Aye. Got them all refurbed in.
Are you running Cornies or something?
These have got Evo coilovers.
Right.
All round, which is nice. Quite firm.
Disc brakes on the back as well?
Yep.
Four-wheel drive on, so they're vented?
Yeah. It's got a custom exhaust done by Meerkat Exhausts.
Right.
The whole way through. So it's got a little bit of a burble off it, but it isn't bad.
How many boxes you running?
One small one and
one small one.
Yeah.
I think you can see all the Cosworth rear end there.
Yeah, so it's got a 6-degree beam on it as well. Obviously that pro alloy tank that we had done. Needed that done. The one that was originally on it was made and it wasn't right. Didn't vent properly, and I was like, I wasn't happy with it, and especially the mounts. So I went down to Andrew Gallagher for a little bit of recommissioning a couple of years ago. A couple of years ago. And suggested that to him. He took the tank off, sent it to Pro Alloy. They copied the sizes of it and made a proper one. Brought it back up, and John at MV Turbos, he made the proper hangers for me, because I didn't like the bobbins that was holding it on. There's a lot of weight in there, so he made me those nice hangers, and I'm really glad I did. John's particularly good at stuff. He's old school.
I noticed you've got that as well. Is that for the?
That was for that.
Did you run it?
I put it. No. I've always liked the Louvers.
I do. I like them.
I got it for because my uncle had one in a Granada when I was a kid, and I always liked them since then. I bought it just in the off chance because I didn't think it would suit it, but I stuck it on it, and it was like, nah, that's not going to work.
How do you stick them on?
It's just tape, 3M tape. That's not one of the originals. I can't remember the name of the originals, but they go for big money nowadays. They're well over 500 quid. But that's it's a European guy that's making them. But it's just 3M tape.
Stick it on.
Just stick it on. But it doesn't work with a rear wiper and stuff.
Did you take it off when you run it?
No, I placed it on it, took a couple of pictures of it, fired it on Facebook, and got slated. It was half and half. People were like, that's amazing, love it, and then half and half are like, what the hell are you doing? And I was like, yep, that's what I thought, and put it back. So it's for sale if anybody wants it. But I think if it wasn't white, if it was like a different colour Escort, yes, it works. It's because it's a Series 1. Half and half doesn't really work.
Yeah, I think it's cool. Can we go for driving anyway?
Yeah, of course,
I want to go out and it's so cool. I like your stereo. Is that the original stereo for the series?
No. It's just there was nothing there when I got it. In fact, my good old days when I had this when I was 17, there was a old school Alpine unit there.
Was there?
6-disc changer in the back, and I took it to, I can't remember, a well-known stereo installer in Glasgow, and they put the 6-disc changer in the boot and they screwed it straight down into the boot through the carpet. I was pissed.
That's straight through the boot floor and everything.
Straight through the boot floor and the carpet. I was like, what the hell are you doing? And at the time it was, what was that, 96, so it was that a 10-year-old car? It still had 30,000 miles on it. I'm like, this is a nice car.
Did you say something to him?
I did.
I would have as well.
Only 17-year-old kid saying, what the hell are you doing? And you could see it in their face at the time and all that. It's an old Escort, what are you caring? I'm like, alright, maybe it's...
looks nice to drive. The way you drive looks quite comfortable. And
Everybody always asks me, what does it drive like? The only way I can suggest is it feels like a go-kart.
does it?
It actually feels like a proper little go-kart on the little go-kart tracks. It's obviously bigger and stuff like that, but
Aye.
when you're going, this area is full of roundabouts, and when it's nice, slidey and stuff like that, this drifts really, really
Does it?
well. Aye. So you get a lot of looks when you're sliding around roundabouts. It's not meant to do that, but it powers out beautifully, and it doesn't snap. It does it just nice.
Have you ever been tempted to up the power, or?
Yes, originally I was going to go up to the 500-600s and stuff like that, and when I had the straight cut box in it, because that would have handled it, and I kind of got persuaded out of it a bit when he had his original Mark III, and he was starting to
four-wheel
break
drive
that.
one?
Aye, and he was like this 800 horsepower and that. I was very tempted
Oh,
to
yeah.
buy the setup off him, and but it's when his car was beautiful and he knew his stuff and he's spent a lot of years perfecting it. If I stuck that into this, it would just do arms and legs.
Aye. I love the flutter off of Cosworth. What turbo are you running?
This is it's closed. Didn't know that. It's actually it's Will Pedley spec'd it. So Will Pedley did when he did all the tuning and building and stuff like that. He spec'd a custom turbo, a T34 custom from AET turbos.
Right.
And they built it and sent it up, and he put it on and that. It's turbo smart. I think it's a turbo smart actuator on it and stuff like that. So it's running. Bottom end's got forged pistons. The turbo by Will. Black Siemens injectors. MSD chip, stuff like that. Closed loop, coil. Usual stuff. But it had a Swedish plenum on at the time when it was on the rollers. It made 383, I think it did. When I put everything back to normal, I put it back to a standard-ish sort of look, put a standard plenum back on it. But I don't think that's done much. It certainly doesn't feel like it's done anything different to the power. Still feels about the same. When we had the straight cut box on it, I was down at Croft one year and we did the 0 to 60.
All right.
And I think it did a 3.4.
Really, that's pretty
Aye.
good, mate.
And Blackie and a couple of the boys were sending me messages and laughing at me. He says, you didn't try hard enough. I'm what are you talking about? She £6,000, ping the clutch, go for it. I'm like, I can't do that. I just can't do it. So they think I've got better times, but I had fun. There's a couple of videos on YouTube somewhere of it.
Is it? I'll have to have a look. I'll put them in if I can find them.
That was a long time ago. It's old, grainy, horrible camera phones at the time.
An old Ericsson phone or something.
Yeah, it will be, yeah. Aye.
Oh, good. Well, this mine
Does alright, doesn't it?
does really well. That does go well. That. Have you had a weigh? Do you know what it weighs?
I think, well, it should be just over a ton, but the Cosy engine's a lot more on a Series 1.
Aye.
So, don't
And
really
you've got
know.
all the four-wheel drive system, haven't you?
Yeah. So it does
Well,
alright.
they'll be lighter than a four-wheel drive SAF, but obviously heavier than the original car.
Yeah. It's definitely lighter. When you take a four-wheel drive SAF out, you can feel the difference.
The weight.
You can feel it. It's not a lot, but you can feel it.
Well, you've got two less doors, shorter wheelbase.
Yeah, shorter wheelbase. Makes a big difference.
Aye, less windows.
Yeah. And no sound deadening.
Aye, that as well. How old were you when you got this? Have you had a 29 year?
I was 17 when I bought it.
Oh yeah.
Aye, 17. Sold it when I was 18, or going on 19, I think. And bought it a decade later, and I've had it now for whatever the rest of it is,
Aye.
15, 16, 17
How old are you
years.
now?
Turned 46 last week.
Aye.
So it's nearly 29 years.
Yeah, that sounds mega. You can
Does
feel
that?
the difference with a four-wheel drive, can't you? The way
Yeah.
it goes, just something else, man.
Like I say, you can definitely feel the difference. It's good in the roundabouts. It handles beautifully. It does rub a little bit. It's the
What, the wheels on the arches?
Very slightly, if you're pushing it like on the back roads. So if you get a bit of lean into it, you can feel and hear the tyres touching the kit a little bit. And the kit's been trimmed as well.
Is it?
Aye. But the kit's, there's obviously a Sierra, it's a Sierra track on it, so it's wider than Escort. So, but the wheels fit perfectly in my opinion.
Aye, no, it does sit nice.
But they do squat a little bit. So that's why people say, oh, it looks high at the back. I'm like, I'm going to lower them, that's going to cause a problem.
Thanks again for taking us out, it's been a blast.
Anytime, mate. Aye, anytime at all. It was a pleasure having you.
Aye, cheers, mate.
Aye, thank you.
Thanks for watching, fellas, and I'll catch us on the next one.